Two Bulls in a China Shop is brought to you in part by our sponsors and friends over at Manscaped, Trade Pro Academy, and Vanta Trading. Manscaped is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming with precision-engineered tools for your family jewels, and with a new and improved 2.0 version of the Weed Whacker now available, it's the perfect time to take advantage of our exclusive offer of 20% off and free worldwide shipping using promo code 2bulls at manscaped.com. As always, that is the number 2. And when it comes to institutional quality trading education, look no further than tradeproacademy.com. In our free Discord server, you'll find instructions to take advantage of our discount with them as well. And for anyone trading futures, check out vantatrading.com. Founded by Mr. W. Banks and Baba Yaga, they provide a ton of educational content with the focus of teaching aspiring traders how to build a repeatable, profitable process. Our exclusive discount code for Vanta can also be found in our free Discord server. We'll have all of those links and more in the episode description. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed today's conversation.
You are listening to an entertainment program put together by a company called Financial Ineptitude. Anything said on this show is not an endorsement or professional advice. Would you really want to tell a court of law you were suing us because you thought taking financial advice from two idiots on a podcast put out by Financial Ineptitude was a good idea? Really? Clown hat smiley face.
Hello and welcome to the China Shop. Get everybody inside right now. That is a directive. I'm Shopkeeper Dan. With me, as always, is Kyle, the creator of financialineptitude.com. Kyle, how are we doing today?
Man, I had the victory snatched from my hands today. I was so excited. I thought I was going to win the M period challenge today.
Oh, yeah.
Out of nowhere.
It was
congratulations.
JM, right?
Yeah, congratulations, JM. Tip of the cat, bud.
Yeah.
Tip of the cat. Begrudgingly,
right?
Yeah.
Hey, I was negative, so you're both looking good where I was sitting.
I think this might have been my first positive one. If I'm being really honest. Yeah. Well, because you get halfway into it and you're like, somebody's like, oh, I'm up 20 points. Like, shit, I only have 3. Now I got to really press it.
Yeah. And honestly, when we do it on the NASDAQ, half of my knowledge goes out the window because I'm not watching that thing.
Yeah.
And I can't read that DOM that fast. I don't think that DOM reading exists on NQ.
I think we got to turn tick compression on to have a shot of making that make sense.
Okay. We'll have to talk about what tick compression is off air.
Right.
Anyway, come on in the shop with us today. Sit back, relax, hedge against the rage machine. We'd like to welcome any new listeners just joining us. We're here smashing our way through a complete set of fine china, sharing all of our strategies that we possibly find for trying to maximize gains and cut losses. If you are new to the shop and stock trading in general, you can always check out our knowledge and resource centers on financialineptitude.com. Also, just give one of our many beginner trading episodes a listen. We'll have all those links down in the episode description. But the best place to be, head on over to our Discord server. We get on there just about every day with a ton of really amazing, awesome people. It's totally free Discord, no paid tiers or special access areas, because fuck that shite. When you do join the server, send us a private message or email with your mailing address so we can send you some smash it yourself swag straight from the shop.
The shop.
Really great stuff in there.
Yeah.
And we're just really glad everybody's here. It's a lot of fun, always better with friends. And speaking of wonderful times with friends, Kyle, any show news to report?
Quite a bit, actually. Got the episode with Mr. Banks, co-founder of Vanta Trading. It's his first ever appearance. It'll be out on Monday.
Oh, damn.
I love
first
popping
ever
those cherries. Yeah.
That is thank you, Mr. Banks.
Yeah. The week after that, we've got Kevin Jefferson, who is a Forex trader. After that, we'll have Jerry Paul, Senior VP of Fixed Income and Portfolio Manager of the Icon Flexible Bond Fund.
Whoa, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, I know. I only took half the titles, too. There was like 2 or 3 more could have thrown in there. But I've never talked to a Forex expert. I've never talked to a bond expert. So I'm looking forward to hearing more about some of the different, like how they trade those assets.
Oh, those would be some really interesting discussions.
Yeah, and then the other big news is that the next mini-series is going to be starting in July, focusing on learning how to trade options. Eric Smolinski from ES Invest is going to be the professor of that one. And then Blaine McCauley of the Penny Lane podcast is going to participate in that with me.
Oh,
so
fun.
That should be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. cross-culturing, and Eric's really solid trader.
Yes. Yeah.
Really solid. So it'd be fun to learn from him.
And I love the honesty that Blaine brings too. She kind of embodies the same spirit that we do here. So it'll be a lot of fun getting to do that one.
All right. Well, stick around, folks. Those are going to be some really, really juicy episodes. But today, we've got a sinister, synaptic, sinful episode for you. Lots of market-moving news, plenty of stocks on the radar, and brighter futures than a pirate who just got the black spot.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Foreshadowing.
Yeah. Oh,
is that what you sent me the other day?
Excuse me?
Yeah, okay.
Did you get a piece of paper in the mail? Are you worried?
Maybe a little bit.
Think that might have come from me? I wouldn't. I would never. I never served on a sailing vessel with you, Kyle.
Right. Okay.
It wouldn't be right for me to do it because we weren't shipmates. So if you got a black spot, look elsewhere.
I don't know. I just had your return address.
Lots of people live in this house. I'm not even here all the time. Who knows who could be here?
Oh, God. All right.
Anyhow, all right. Moving on. Reach out to us. We do love your messages and comments on Twitter and Facebook. Over on our Discord server. Got that link in the episode description. If you're old school, you can even send an email to twobulls@financialineptitude.com. That's the number 2, BULLS, @financialineptitude.com. Maybe you got a hot stock tip. Maybe you want to tell us about a great trade you just made. Maybe you're just an average, everyday billionaire playboy trying to hire Nick Cage for your birthday party, only to have him show up and turn your life upside down.
Wow. Wait, what? Wow, what movie was this?
Yeah.
New or old?
It's a newer one.
I got nothing.
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Is that the name of the movie, or are you just giving me a hint? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, never heard of that. Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal. Nicolas Cage is actually the main character playing himself, Nicolas Cage.
Oh, nice. So he's really stepping out of his comfort zone, huh?
Yes. Yeah. Really out of it.
Really flexing those chops.
Exactly. Anyway. All right. Shall we talk about those stupid bet results?
No, I think we should skip
ending
it
out
this
the
week.
month of June.
I think we should skip it.
Okay. All right.
Oh, man.
Or I should say, should we start with the consequences?
Yeah, okay.
That we
I
had
think we
from
can.
last month.
Yeah, we might as well do that. All right.
Okay.
So I was tasked with writing the beginning part of Random's backstory. This will be going up on the website under the Meet Our Team by this weekend. So Random's journey began as a simple croupier, manning the roulette wheels at a big-name casino on the Strip in downtown Vegas. While working a late shift, he had a chance meeting with Atlanta Fed President Raphael Bostic, who was in town for an FOMC team-building event. During their encounter, Random impressed Bostic by giving him some of his favorite stock picks, which ultimately ended up with Bostic offering Random a job as the handler of his investment portfolio. The Cinderella story ended abruptly in 2021, since an algorithm has a limited understanding of blackout periods, and he continued to place trades in Bostic's name during those times.
It's Random's fault.
When we at the China shop learned of Random's sudden availability, we jumped at the opportunity.
Yes.
Random's history of unrelenting bullishness in the face of even the scariest of bear markets have made him an ideal candidate to take over as the lead analyst and as the unofficial third bull.
Yes. All true. And embracing his new position, Random delved into the world of stock analysis with fervor. Armed with his expertise, he honed his skills as an analyst, providing insightful and bold investment recommendations to the podcast's listeners.
Not recommendation. Not advice.
Not advice.
Wait,
his infectious optimism.
Nobody can sue Random, right?
Yes, I'm suing the concept of a random number, Your Honor.
Sorry.
Yeah.
With his
infectious optimism, Random's unique perspective and ability to spot hidden gems in the market, resonated with the China Shop's audience, drawing in more listeners and expanding the podcast's influence.
Fuck you, Random.
As a stock analyst for the podcast, Random's journey continued to evolve, presenting him with exciting opportunities to share his knowledge, sharpen his analytical skills, and make a lasting impact on the financial world. Using his patented coin flip methodology and following his strict in on Monday, out on Friday positioning, the string of wins just keep racking up. His journey from the roulette tables of Las Vegas to the forefront of the stock market showcases the power of passion, adaptability, and the unwavering belief in the potential of the bull market.
Oh, why couldn't our bios be that good?
I know, right?
Oh, fuck me. All right.
Why can't my trading be that good?
I know. God, he was supposed to be a benchmark, not an aspiration. All right. Should I talk about the results?
Yeah, let's see how we did for June.
All right. Well, our ringer gave us a great pick. It would have gotten us close for the win. I'm not sure if we would have actually hit it or not.
What do you mean?
Well, unfortunately, we were supposed to pick a different planet coin. We picked planets. We were supposed to pick the one that was trading on the Mexican exchange, or the MEXC, I think it was.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, Flurry messaged me immediately after hearing the release and saying that we were quoting the wrong prices. So, yeah, it was a little late by then.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we bought the wrong shitcoin. It was also right at the top, and it finished the week with a lot less than what we started with. So, no need to really relive that moment. Random went with RBC, which was some kind of weird bearing company that had that massive volume spike. Opened the week at $210.83. Closed on Friday at $217.47, giving Random $532.37.
Random made 6% this month.
Yeah, Random destroyed us. Actually, we were hanging in there until that last pick. We would have actually been green if we had gone with the right coin, but that shit happens.
God damn it.
We never claimed to be good at this.
How come the random factors never work in our favor?
I don't know. You would have thought... To be fair, though, we could have probably dumped $20 to $100 of our own money in there and pumped that coin up right before the close, because there was so little liquidity on that thing. The hourly chart's full of like gaps. It looks like the chart for our other shit coin that we have, the Skytles.
I don't even know how to sell my Skytle, much less buy another shit coin.
I know that's. I tried to look it up. I tried to find it on my MetaMask wallet, and I couldn't find it in there either. So, yeah. Just have to eat the L, I guess.
Fuck.
So finish one set of consequences and have to turn around and do another.
How many months in a row is this?
I think we're turning 3 now.
God damn. Okay.
Yeah.
We need a new strategy.
We
need to sit down off air and develop a new strategy, because this ain't it.
Well, yeah. Picking losing stocks is definitely our Achilles heel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or actually, we're good at that.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I get great entries. It's just the wrong way.
Okay. So what we do then is whatever we decide we want to do, we just flip it. If we want to go long at that point, we'll just go short there. Let's see if that works.
No. I've got some ideas that we'll brainstorm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, should we move on to the news segment then?
Yeah. Let's talk about some news. Get that.
Dow drops deep on moving inflation, COVID frustration, war damnation. We're just bringing you the fucking news. You gotta recognize the game if you don't wanna lose. We're just two bulls trading information.
Yeah, we are.
Rioters raiding, insider trading, taxes are raising, bills on the hill. We got a crypto mill. No, they ain't growing weed. When the Fed speaks today, it's some shit we don't need.
Sing it, Dan.
Two bulls trading information.
What?
Two bulls trading information.
I'm inclined to agree.
Two bulls trading information.
That is accurate. Very accurate. What information? Okay, what do you got for stories here?
Inflation is down in Europe, Kyle.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Really?
Sorry.
Oh,
Excuse me.
okay.
That headliner's a misnomer. The inflation growth slowed.
Okay. Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
The rate of how much it's inflating has slowed.
Right.
So woohoo! Yeah, the consumer prices in the eurozone were up about 5.5% this month, down from being up 6.1% in May.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. Sounds like they need to redo their calculation.
right, uh, uh, core inflation when you take out food and energy prices
Hmm.
was up, and
Yeah.
according to Christopher Weil, senior economist at Commerzbank, this was all because of a statistical anomaly. Last year, there was a temporary introduction of cheap public transport tickets in Germany,
Oh.
which is the EU's biggest economy. So
Oh, really?
last year the prices were artificially cheap, and
Hmm.
so he's saying
Once
the
again,
effect
the Germans ruin it again.
they ruin everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently the main drivers are alcohol, tobacco, and food.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
and crazy enough, this is wild. Sweden actually has a competition watchdog that came out Tuesday and said that the sticker price of eggs had risen by more than what can be justified by costs,
Good.
though they haven't had firm conclusions. They're investigating now.
Oh, can
Uh,
they come here too? Because eggs are getting expensive.
it's expensive again.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah. It would be nice to know, right?
Yeah. So how
Because if
expensive are eggs in Sweden?
no clue, no clue. But if you're an egg manufacturer
Hmm.
and you have the avian flu like we had and all the supply chain issues,
Hmm.
and you notice that while your supplies are down like shit, people are still buying a dozen eggs at $7 a dozen.
Right.
Right, like they don't forget that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
It's
just put
like
it that
it's like
way.
the first bounce is to like get you used to the idea, then you bring it back a little bit, so everyone's like, okay, they come back down, and then you bring it up again.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now that they're
sad.
used to it.
Yeah, my HOA on this new house does not allow backyard chickens. I did look, and I tried to convince Jamie Lynn to let me turn one of the bedrooms into a chicken coop.
I don't put them in the house. Ooh, don't do that.
Oh yeah, she said that was a non-starter.
Smart.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Fair enough.
I wouldn't have chickens in the house, but I did want backyard chickens for sure because the price of eggs. It's
Yeah.
like I'd rather just feed them chicken food scraps and water.
Yeah,
There you go.
exactly.
Anyway, what do you got?
Let's see. Have you ever heard of the Magnificent Seven?
Isn't that a movie?
Not the movie,
A
but yes, it
samurai
was a
movie?
movie. It was a samurai movie and a 60s Western and the 2016 remake. But no, not any of those. No, this is referring to the list of top market performers. NVIDIA, Tesla, Alphabet, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, and Amazon.
Okay, yeah.
These seven stocks have accounted for almost all of the market's gains in 2023.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon have all climbed between 35 and 55%. Apple it says on the brink, but it actually did hit today, I think. The first company ever to hit 3 trillion valuation. So
Wow.
John Hoosman, the president of Hoosman Investment Trust, he's apparently he called the market crash in '08. Which how many others did he call that didn't happen? That's what I want to know. But anyway, it says if you want my opinion on the bull bear debate, which will change as market conditions change, my impression is that the current market advance is a narrow and selective speculative blow off, or a bear market rally driven by fear of missing out on the resumption of a bubble that is actually in the early stage of collapse, and that the equity market is likely to suffer profound losses over the completion of the full market cycle.
Wow.
So, yeah, there's a lot of worry when they're very tech heavy. All these stocks are tech stocks. The Fed is talking about raising interest rates again, and that's never good for tech. But when we're so concentrated in those types of companies, that's really it's not a great sign for what seems to be a bull market.
Yeah. But you know what? I also think with all of the uncertainty going on in the world,
Hmm.
the same effect that's causing movie studios to almost exclusively do sequels and reboots. It's like so much safer.
Oh,
Like the Magnificent Seven,
they're the safe
there's a
stocks.
psychological idea of like, well, Amazon's not going away.
Right. Right.
Apple's
Yeah.
not going to go away. So if I'm just buying and holding, I should just put it in one of those or
Right.
in several of those. Spread it out between which ones I like.
Yeah.
Like
No, that makes sense.
they're almost like critical mass. Like that's why we're getting all the growth there, is because people right now, you don't want to take a risk with your money. Recession
Right.
looming, shit. I want to invest, but I don't want to do it with a risk.
Might as well take the ones that are going up, 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 holding everything together.
Well, especially, I mean, think about it too. It's like what we know from ETFs. If you're just buying the Nasdaq ETF or the S&P ETF, they're weighted heavy in the Magnificent Seven.
Yep.
So I buy more
Yep.
of those. Guess what gets bought more of?
Yeah, it just kind of keeps filling it. Or it's like a
Yeah. So
yeah.
well, maybe they can't crash because of that. I don't know,
I don't either.
but it seems like that upward pressure exists, and as long as everybody doesn't like freak out and sell at the same time, I guess that's what it would take.
I mean, that's how those happen, right?
That's exactly how it's the panic.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying short anything by any means, but it is something concerning and something I think to pay attention to.
Yeah. As a day trader, I don't care if it goes up or down.
Exactly.
That's where I want to be.
Right. What else you got for news?
Hey, speaking of reasons why you might start having less money
Yeah.
and maybe start having to sell off your portfolio, student loans are going to begin again in October.
So they aren't forgiven?
They are not. The Biden administration tried to do it. It was struck down by the Supreme Court. Not going to take effect. So,
Okay.
Payments resume in October. Interest rates start accumulating on September 1st. And if that doesn't tell you anything about the student loan game, I don't know what will.
Well, shit. So I shouldn't have taken out that loan after that passed?
That's right. As soon as you heard that, you took out that student loan.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
you had that Pell Grant just waiting.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Mr. GI Bill.
Which never got used.
So right, you didn't have to. They trained you.
Yeah.
Apparently, about 1 in 5 student loan buyers have at least 2 risk factors that suggest that they're going to struggle when these resume.
Right.
Like a risk factor like having already been delinquent before the pandemic, or multiple student loan servicers. Like you don't just have them through Fannie Mae, but you also have a couple private ones.
Oh,
that
shit.
kind of thing.
Ooh, yeah, that's never fun.
I actually set mine up to pay I have one private, and it got paid off first, and it's already gone. So now,
yeah. Can they garnish or is it garnish your wages? Is that the right term?
I'm not sure. I believe they can. I know bankruptcy won't get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like
that's
other debts.
not surprising. Yeah,
it's a special debt. So that, I mean, that's we're in a spending economy. Like, so people are having to pay more for eggs now. Everybody's got to pay back those student loan payments again. This is going to affect spending.
Yeah, watch that be the thing that
spending.
Takes us into a recession.
Right? Like we resume student debt.
Yeah.
Come October, we'll see what happens. Starts happening to retail.
Right. Oh shit. Yeah. Damn. Okay. Well, speaking of money disappearing, apparently China's hiding like $3 trillion worth of foreign currency in their quote shadow reserves.
What? They could buy Apple?
Yes. Yeah. This is almost
they could pay cash tomorrow. Wow.
This is almost half of their currency reserves, and they're basically hidden. So they had been reporting them. They reported 3.12 trillion in foreign assets last December, but the estimates think that they're actually sitting at somewhere around 6 trillion.
Wow.
Yeah. The way that let's see, who is this? Sester. Who are you, Sester? It's a Treasury official
Former Treasury Department official Brad Sester said that China is so big that how it manages its economy and currency matters enormously to the world. Yet, over time, the way it manages its currency and foreign exchange reserves has become much less transparent, creating new kinds of risks for the global economy. So, one of the things they point to is a sudden pause in their reporting activity. So, from 2002 to 2012, their exchange reserves were rising steadily as the central bank was buying US dollars assets and the yuan from appreciating too much. They do that to keep their exports cheap.
Yeah.
But over the last 10 years, somehow those reserves stopped rising, which is puzzling because China's trade surplus has continued growing and currently stands at an all-time high.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was
that-
just like, yeah, and that's how much you get to know about.
Right. Yeah, so just as China has shadow banks, which are financial institutions that act like banks, take risks that a bank might not normally take, but aren't regulated like banks, China has what might be called shadow reserves.
Wow. Okay.
That's
Wow.
a large chunk. So if we really want to pull liquidity from the market, it sounds like we just need to get China on board. Forget the Fed.
Well, it sounds like they can dump liquidity into the market.
Well, they can do that too, I guess, anytime they want.
Oh shit.
Yeah, China plays a long game too.
They do. When did they start hiding it, Kyle? How long ago was it?
2012.
So for the last 10 years, they've been hiding it?
Mm-hmm.
And when did inflation hit?
That would have been right around COVID, right? 2020.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to put on too big of a tinfoil hat here, but like, what if the COVID outbreak inflation is them toppling us? Like super long game. They're like, because the longer it goes, like this is just a fact. The longer it goes, we don't know where it came from, and it looks more and more likely that it did come from a lab. It does.
Mhm.
That's just facts.
Yep.
That's where we're at. Comes from a lab in China. China's been sucking up all this American cash. What if they just start dumping it out there, just completely devalue our currency?
Wow, I don't know. Would that work like that, or
could they do that?
I don't know.
How would that look? Is that possible?
I mean, I have no idea. I mean,
like if you're on, you need that Forex expert. Like if you were just going to every Forex exchange and be like, hey, I'm selling dollars here.
Can you imagine that Dom lighting up with $3 trillion worth? $3 trillion on the bid.
Oh yeah, right. Market offer $3 trillion.
Oh my God.
It would slam. Okay, no, that is how they would do it, and they could do it.
There's got to be something that stops that from happening.
Let's hope so.
Yeah,
let's hope I'm wrong.
Gotta be.
Maybe I'm just some crackpot on a podcast.
He's been smoking a little too much weed.
I have been consuming marijuana. Not advice.
Not advice. But you know what is not advice?
What's that?
These are advertisements. Friends, family, and loved ones, I bet you haven't purchased the Father's Day gift yet, have you? Not to fear, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming are here. I'm talking about our friends at Manscaped. They're saving the day yet again with the total package for father figure in your life this year. It's time to upgrade his game from waist to face with this exclusive offer. Have him join the 8 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and get 20% off and free shipping with the code 2bulls at manscaped.com. I'm supposed to tell a funny manscaping story or talk about how hairy my dad is, but I'm really not that close with my father. He does like a good beard trimmer, though. But for those of you who are familiar with your father's grooming routines, or lack thereof, then you can start with the ultimate Father's Day MVP, the Performance Package 4.0. Inside this package, he'll find their signature Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, the brand new Weed Whacker 2.0 ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant, Crop Reviver Toner, and Performance Boxer Briefs, and a travel bag to hold all of his goodies. And we can't forget about the moneymaker. Manscaped has absolutely changed the game with their new Beard Hedger Pro Kit for fathers around the world. Included is the Beard Hedger Trimmer, Beard Shampoo and Conditioner, Beard Oil, Beard Balm, and 2 free gifts with their signature beard comb and scissors. This is the perfect gift for those of us who have had a normal childhood. And we all know dads love comfort. If his grooming routine is already dialed in, make sure to hook him up with Manscaped's Boxers 2.0. These are without a doubt the best boxers for men of all ages, and it's sure to give you that awkward moment we all love when your dad sees you bought him underwear for Father's Day. So whether he's mowing the lawn, taking out the trash, or golfing in the sun, these moisture-wicking boxers breathe without breaking a sweat. So get 20% off and free shipping with code 2bulls at manscaped.com. It's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code 2bulls. Make this Father's Day one you won't forget with manscaped.com. Okay, now what? Song and some stocks?
Yeah, let's talk about some stock news. Stock time!
Now it's talk about stocks time. Looking for setups, it's still not advice. Big moves, fresh news, and earnings. All that we're saying, it's still not advice. Stock time.
Please don't sue us.
I actually do think that's possible and plausible.
I just wonder how. There's got to be something that stops that from happening, right? Because otherwise it would have happened already, I would think.
Well, what if they're doing it slowly?
What if they've done it to other countries?
Well, according to Ian Fraser, isn't that what the EU did to Turkey?
Oh, is that what happened? I don't remember that. I'll have to go back and listen to that conversation.
Yeah, he talked about two of the countries in the EU offloading all their debt onto Turkey, like using bank maneuvers.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Anyway, stock news. Hey.
Yeah.
This might affect some stocks because if there's a brain injury, the leadership will falter or get better. Apparently, there's rumors the Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk cage match. It's happening, and they're trying. Some people are trying to make it happen in the Coliseum.
Oh wow, if that happens in the Coliseum, that'd be really neat.
Yeah, it does appear to be happening. How weird is this?
I didn't think Musk had any sort of experience with any type of martial arts, but apparently, like, I saw his trainer posting videos and saying he was impressed by his strength and skill and all this other BS.
Holy shit. This is just incredible.
Man, at the Coliseum, though?
Here's the sick thing. That I realized. How much money they're going to make from this, because I'm like, how much is it? I'm in. Like, where to sign up? Like, I want to watch both of these guys get punched in the face, and the fact that they're doing it to each other is just more delicious.
Yeah.
And then I realized, like, wait, if everybody's like me, holy fuck, they're going to get 100 million hate watchers at $50 a pop.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather made a great career out of that.
Right? I remember watching the Mayweather-McGregor fight with you.
Yeah.
Just wanting to see McGregor land one solid fucking punch. Just get it, man.
Fucking MMA fighters don't know how to throw a boxing punch, man.
They really don't. Hey,
No.
He did better than I thought he would.
He did.
Anyway. And then I go back around hoping that this is a way that Elon Musk is going to unveil his Neuralink.
Me too. I'm hoping that he's going to give the game controller to some like South Korean who's going to like control his fists and legs.
Right, he's some 12-year-old tournament champion.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, just goes out, destroys Zuckerberg, and he's like, "So my new Neuralink, you just all got to see it in action." Oh, fuck!
That'd be fucking amazing.
Be amazing. AI will continue to soar.
Right.
AI investment. And what do you got for us?
Well, I've got a couple of them. One is we finally have flying taxis.
What?
It has taken forever, but somebody
like a drone will pick me up.
It looks like a drone. Yeah, it's Joby, Joby stock. It's up 44% after they received their permit to begin flight tests.
Whoa!
They launched their production line, expect to deliver the first ever eVTOL aircraft, which I think that is vertical takeoff and landing. The E is probably electric, be my guess.
Yeah.
The stock's trading at $9.09 per share as of Wednesday. Not sure what the actual ticker is, though. I don't have it listed in here.
Is there a pilot for these things?
I don't really say. The ticker is Joby. Anyway, okay.
Joby?
Yeah. They received special airworthiness certificate for the first one built in California. Company develops, manufactures electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles. It doesn't say how they're flying.
Okay. I'm looking at their website, jobyaviation.com, and they have a very convenient example of in New York City. They've got a downtown heliport and the JFK airport. They're like drone craft, which does look like it could have a pilot.
Yeah,
But
I think it's going to have a pilot.
it does it in 7 minutes when it's like a 50-minute drive.
Where do they go though? Like, how do you have to land at a helipad, or can you just land in the street?
Yeah. There's going to be a heliport wherever
So,
they land.
so it's not like you can go to the bar and then go pick up one of these things and have it
Nope.
like take you to your home.
It's like
the
going to the
Hamptons.
bus station.
Yeah,
It's like
okay.
going to the bus station, and it takes you to a predetermined route.
That sounds like it's going to fail.
Yeah.
How many rich people are going to ride the bus?
Well, it's the air. It's the bus through the air.
Yeah.
Well, if you gets you downtown New York to JFK in 7 minutes.
I mean, that's
Maybe-
pretty sweet. Man, I bet
Maybe
that.
if
Yeah,
you're
probably
a
get more
rich
than
person in New York, it's like fuck it. Like why would
Uh,
why would I sit in a car for an hour when I can just be there and set?
that.
By
Right.
the time I
Well-
get done looking at my email.
Okay, it says here it can hold 4 passengers and a pilot. So yeah, definitely be piloted. Doesn't look like they're going to be doing passenger operations until 2025, and that's assuming all the test flights go as planned. They previously estimated 2024 for passenger operations, but looks like they're going to miss that. But still a nice milestone. Finally
It
get
is,
some
it
flying
is.
taxis.
I'd like to know how much they expect it to cost.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. But if they're not paying for fuel costs, just for electricity.
Quiet as a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, 6 years, six electric motors. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, hope
crazy.
they have some reserves.
Yeah.
Don't want to run out of batteries up in the air.
Well, if you've got propellers, that can tilt vertically, like you'll be able to just use wind to. I mean, it might be a rough landing. Like a helicopter is
Ah.
actually safer than an airplane because of that.
Oh, really? Oh, because it descends.
They could just use the rotors to descend.
Yeah, as long as your stabilizer is still working. So otherwise,
Yeah.
you're just going to spin around in a circle and probably vomit yourself out of existence.
to get your helicopter's license certification on your pilot's license, you have to that's one of the things you have to do. They take you like way up, and then you have to turn the engine off and land it. Ooh, anyway,
What else you got, Dan? What else you got?
I know this is going to be some sad news for some of our listeners there in Ohio.
Yeah.
Lordstown Motors has filed for bankruptcy and sued Foxconn.
Oh, okay. Why are they suing them?
Yeah, yep. They're suing Foxconn because they're saying Foxconn breached an agreement to invest up to $170 million in them.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They're saying that without that investment that they were counting on, that they had to go bankrupt
Okay.
because they made their decisions based on the knowledge that they were getting this investment. So
if they win
Foxconn-
that case, are they going to stay in business, or are they going to be pretty much done no matter what?
I think it's just the priority shareholders will get their money back as well.
Yeah. Sorry, Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shares tumbled 35% on the
Yeah.
Nasdaq.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Foxconn is saying they didn't breach the contract. They said Lordstown breached the investment agreement when their stock fell below $1 per share.
Oh,
I don't know. Is that a normal thing they put in these agreements? Like, as
I don't
long as
think
your
I've seen
stock
that before.
stays above this price?
they maybe have something like that to just try to make sure they're not going to get delisted.
Right.
Yeah, that would be my guess, but I don't know.
So Foxconn's saying that they have just suspended negotiations with Lordstown,
Mhm.
and they have the right to pursue their own legal action. So,
See you in court.
yeah.
Man, there's a lot of shit shutting down. I've got a story about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever heard of the social media startup IRL?
No.
Stands for in real life. One point valued around 1.2 billion, but now it's shutting down after an internal investigation found that 95% of its users were automated or bots.
95%?
Yeah, of the roughly 20 million users,
Oh my
95%
God. It's Ashley
automated or
Madison all
bots.
over again.
Yeah. It's just brilliant irony that the company named IRL is run by bots. So
95% is so huge. The odds of you finding, oh my God,
yeah,
5 out of 100
it makes you
real
wonder
people.
how they managed to hide this for so long, and now it makes you really wonder. Like, was Musk right when he was
Oh, about
questioning
Twitter?
Twitter's claims? Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. I wonder how many Discord users are bots.
Yeah. I wonder
Uh, fuck.
how many bots. I wonder if I'm a bot.
I don't know. But yeah, so this one's shutting down. Another one bites the dust.
Wow.
You got any uplifting stories for us?
Overstock.com is rebranding as Bed Bath and Beyond.
Oh, they took the name after the company went under?
Yeah, they bought it.
They did buy it.
Bankruptcy court approved their bid for the assets.
Ah.
Yeah. Let me see.
Did they get Bye Bye Baby?
No word on that in this one. They got the website and domain names, trademarks, patents, customer database, and loyalty program data for about $21.5 million.
Oh, ouch.
That's a deal.
Oh, God.
That's a deal.
Yeah. Okay. Good job, Overstock.
Yeah. So they're now going under the bedbathandbeyond.com name.
Uh-huh.
They're no longer overstock.com. They're going live Canada first. They're also considering whether and how to reinstate expired welcome rewards points.
Oh, nice.
But it's not going to accept any expired coupons.
Okay. That makes sense.
They're straight up saying you're going to find a better deal on their site than you would at a store with a coupon, and that's true.
That's awesome.
Yeah. They're going to be live within the next week, which is insane how fast that's going to be. Like
no kidding.
They must have. See, they knew they were eyeing this.
Uh-huh.
I don't think their team is just this fast.
No. I wonder if this is the one that Cohen was trying to get to buy Bye Bye Baby, or one of the suitors that he was trying to get them to sell to.
Yeah.
Huh,
So they specifically did not purchase any of the stores. So boom, the name lives on. That's actually kind of bullish news for Overstock.com, in my opinion.
For Overstock, yeah. I don't know what happens to the last of my Bed Bath & Beyond shares that are still holding on to see what happens. Like I said, I made my money on that. Anyway, I'm not worried about it.
OSTK.
Yeah. For the win.
For the win.
Oh, okay. Foreshadowing. All right, should we do some crypto?
All right, let's talk about some crypto.
I got some crypto in my wallet, hanging out on my Ethereum blockchain. Yeah, I got some crypto in my wallet, some Doji, Sushi, Polkadot, NFT, decentralized, anonymized, fabulous cryptocurrency.
Dan, I got a little burned out on crypto after fucking up our pet pick. I didn't pay too much attention to what was going on in that space. You got anything to bring up?
Yep. I got a couple of different stories.
Oh, okay.
Ongoing the Security Exchange Commission drama. I got two SEC stories that have to do with crypto. Coinbase Global, or Coin, COIN, they said on Wednesday that the SEC doesn't even have authority to sue them.
Well, they might have an argument.
Yeah.
If they haven't yet even defined crypto. How can...
So a key part of what the SEC is saying is 13 of the cryptos traded on Coinbase are securities. And Coinbase, this is their first response to this lawsuit from the SEC, said all of those tokens named by the SEC are not securities and fall outside of their scrutiny, including ADA, SOL, and MATIC.
Nuh-uh. It's basically the legal argument. No, you're
No,
wrong.
we get to tell you what to do because of those 13 cryptos. Those are securities.
No, they aren't.
No, they aren't.
I know you are. What am I?
What am I? Yeah. And to quote the company, because as a matter of law, none of them are securities. The claim must be dismissed. Yeah,
Yeah.
their stock.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. Their stock was up 1.5% on the news.
Oh, so people believe that argument.
So as we know, like the question of what exactly is a security is a big part of what the SEC's struggling with right now.
Right.
In the fact that they're actually entering court is they're trying to carve out the definition before lawmakers because lawmakers have been dragging their heels. So
Right.
the SEC they're just like, all right, power vacuum, we'll fill it. Right? I feel like that's what's happening.
Yeah, they're going to have a hard time with that if there's like these are the cases that are going to set precedents then, right? If there's no governing anything like to tell people how to handle this stuff, like these are going to be the cases that set that precedent.
Yes, and that is how the country used to work with legal precedent.
Right.
That is yes. No word if we will continue that going forward.
Fair enough.
I'm serious. I'm shrugging here. Like, yeah, that's how it used to work. Like these court cases would establish precedent, and that's just how it would be. But now precedent just means go to a different judge.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll see. We'll see if SEC pulls it off. This is one of 15 different charges they've made in 2023.
Whew. Yeah, they've been going ham on crypto.
Right.
And like on the one hand, you'll be like, okay, you guys need to define this shit before you start going nuts. But also like FTX, Binance, all these other ones, they didn't really help themselves either. 3 Arrows Capital.
Yeah. Some regulation might have saved some people a lot of money.
Exactly. So yeah, don't get off your high horse. You need some kind of regulation. Maybe work together with these people to figure out how to do it right. Like you get involved, then you get to be part of the conversation, help shape it.
Yeah.
There's other ways to do that rather than being the other party in a lawsuit.
Yeah, and it's not like Gensler hasn't been talking to Congress and saying there's no market regulator for these crypto exchanges. Come on, guys.
Right. Yeah.
But
he's been asking for it.
I think he's right to make some moves. Congress isn't going to get around to it.
Not surprised.
Come on, man.
Yeah. What was your other story?
The SEC. Remember BlackRock and Fidelity Bitcoin ETF applications?
Yes.
Going into the SEC has called them inadequate.
Oh.
Saying the applications aren't sufficiently clear and comprehensive enough.
I mean, that's just crypto in general.
Try again, pal. Right?
Wait, what do you want to do? What is this thing? What is Bitcoin?
My translation was they were like, this doesn't do a good job of defining cryptocurrencies and securities for us. Could you write this a little better so then we can go tell the public this is why we're doing what we do?
Please resubmit and explain like I'm 5.
Exactly.
Well, at least the one thing I was scared to see was that gray. God, what was the name of that? The
Grayscale.
One that had Grayscale. The one that had the Bitcoin ETF, I think it was.
Yeah.
Like them being like trying for years to get a spot price one going, and then BlackRock just enters in. I was going to be kind of pissed if BlackRock just pops in and gets it like this week. Like,
apparently the big thing, the big setback is the SEC doesn't think that they're doing enough to manage their quote surveillance sharing agreement, the thing that they're going to use to try and deter fraud manipulation.
Okay.
They want to make sure the fund issuer is monitoring market trading activity and the clearing and the customer identity, and it's all about anonymity. So
yeah,
they probably did not submit stuff that was like, yeah, we'll log everybody, all the identity. The SEC said everybody that's applied for Bitcoin ETFs have fallen short in this particular regard, and it's got to be the anonymity. That's my interpretation.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that being a problem.
It would be really good for cryptocurrencies if we were able to start getting these kinds of ETFs on the exchanges.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
know,
think so too.
it would really it would just bring so much more money to the die, motherfucker, die.
Wow, you treacherous fuck.
The black spot was from me.
God damn it. I knew it. Nice. Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I guess we could do good ugly now then. My good of the week. Sorry to pivot so abruptly, guys. 100% lucrative trade score this week.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
Oh my god.
8 of 8.
Oh
All
my
8
god,
trades.
Kyle, that's wow.
Yeah, I think that's my record.
Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Holy
Thank you.
shit. Well done.
I had a 50% win rate, and I think I closed with somewhere around like 50 or 60 points. I only traded Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I took it slow to start the week. I don't remember what exactly had happened, but I don't know. I just felt pretty good going back and looking at that. Much better than the profits, much better than the P&L, knowing that I hit that one metric that I was really wanting to try to shift everything over to.
Right. That's the killer metric right
Mhm.
there.
Yep. So
That's the killer metric.
feeling real good about that one. What about you, man?
Done. I had I went camping, so I didn't even trade Thursday.
You didn't trade all week until today, right?
Yeah, sorry. I went camping. I got back Wednesday. I didn't trade Thursday
Mm-hmm.
because I woke up, turned on my computer, and was like, I'm too fucking tired. So I just let it run so I could replay the day. Anyway, traded Friday. Had a pretty good morning.
Yeah, you
And
did.
shut it all down. Journaled. Didn't shut it down. Journaled, and then switched to getting high and playing video games to reward myself for hitting my target.
Of course.
But this
As
time,
is tradition.
as is tradition, this time I'm on the laptop, right? Because we're playing that StarCraft game, and I'm trying to level up a third player
Right.
that I created for another account. Whatever. I'm grinding, and I leave up everything. I've got all 3 screens now are still on the charts, and I'm like, oh, okay, wait a minute, this is great.
Mhm.
I'm able to watch, and I can just fucking. I don't have to take a trade. Like I can just be like, oh look, this is interesting. I just want to watch this area, right? So like it all of a sudden became one of those watching challenges where like every I don't know a couple minutes I'd glance over and see like, oh, have we moved in my area?
Mm-hmm.
We moved in my area, and then we got to a level. I was like, oh shit, no, I am gonna trade, right? And I open up my Apex account, which I was up 19 points on for
Yeah.
the day. And I get the DOM open, and then my heart starts to beat.
Yeah.
And I minimized it, and I went over to Sim on Sierra Chart, and I entered that trade that I wanted to make on Sim instead of live, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I'm watching it, and then I calm down, and then I get in the zone, and then I'm watching it, and then I start to see what the on trend opportunity. The
Uh-huh.
on trend opportunity starts to jump out at me, and I went, oh, and I check my set score. I'm calm. I'm in that master trader's mindset. I open Apex again, and I enter the trade, and I hit it.
Except the opposite direction of what you were trying to do initially.
The opposite direction of what my initial thought was of what the trade I would have made
Yeah.
if I hadn't stopped myself and said, Dan, your heart is beating, which means you are emotionally charged.
That's a great point.
Emotionally charged. Stop.
Wow.
And I managed to do it. And I was like, I was telling Jamie Lynn before she left for work, I was like, that's my good for the week. When I go on the podcast,
Uh-huh.
that was amazing. Like, I'm like, you don't understand how big that was. That was huge. What I did today for myself.
I got
Self-growth.
goosebumps hearing about it. That's amazing.
I've never I've always just made the bad trade and been like, oh fuck, I gave some back.
Yeah.
Still was green, but I threw that contract on there at a bad point. I only did one contract.
Right.
Only made a couple points before I had to get pulled away. So I was just like, all right, flatten for the bonus points. It would have hit my take profit, but I had to take care of some other things.
Right.
As it were. But anyway, that was huge. I felt like that was a huge growth moment for me.
Yeah.
Huge growth moment for me. And
That's
and
awesome.
Excited to share that with you.
So yeah, you used your heart rate as a is what it indicated to you that.
That was my indicator. Like, Dan, you're emotional already about this trade. You're already emotionally invested.
I've noticed that before. I'm gonna have to start paying attention to that too.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Like, whoop, back off. Make the
Yeah.
trade, but do it in sim. And then because I did it in sim, I'm staring at the Dom, right?
Right.
I'm like, I'm going to manage this like a real trade. And that's when I saw the on trend opportunity. And honestly, like, isn't that what you're supposed to do when you start?
That's the much better opportunity. Yeah.
Just
right.
only stick with trend. It was a fucking bullish trend from the Globex.
Yeah, you might as well have the wind at your sails, right?
Yeah.
Rather than fighting it.
Yeah.
Great job, dude. Great job.
Thank you.
All right. I did have a bad. I don't think I had an ugly though. My one bad that I wrote in was just the lack of patience on entering positions. I had a good week, but I could have had a better week. I think less heat, just less stress overall. If I had stuck with my original inclination of like I want to enter, I should be entering here. Like 86 should have been my entry for the short I took. Instead, I entered at 85 and had to have my stop just a tick above the low a day. If I would have had it at the right spot, it would have gotten filled. I would have taken very little heat, not really been stressing, and hit my take profits a lot quicker too. So I've been noticing that happen quite a lot. The DOM replays have been helping that, like replaying those moments, and like, oh, there's where I identified. Okay, here's where I want to get filled. Let's see if I get it. And most of the time you do. Most of the time you end up getting it. So I think that's going to be the focus for next week is trying to stick with that. Like, this is where I want to enter. This is where I'm going to get it. Maybe I can compromise. Maybe I can split my entries into two, like take one way down there and take one closer if I'm really that concerned about it. But I don't need to be entering full size, like 2 points away from where my analysis tells me that I should be entering just because I'm scared.
I definitely did the replay this morning. Like I added a half hour to my time. I wake up, so I'm waking up 30 minutes earlier, and I did it at 2 times the speed, but I did the first. So I did about the first half hour. I replayed Thursday morning, just to get it, and
it's so helpful, isn't it?
Absolutely. It really helped put me in that master trader mindset. It's like warming up. Like if we were baseball players, it's like having a catch, hitting a couple balls. You're warming up before the game.
Well, you know what clued me in on this whole idea was you talking about like the amount of time that passes between like when you watched a Vico Dom review, like the longer the time goes between when you watch one of those and when you trade, like the worse you do.
Yeah.
Like, oh, because we're losing the reinforcement of what we're looking for.
Right. Yeah. If I watch a bunch of those videos over the weekend, like I come out Monday, great.
Right. So it's same thing with it. I mean, we're just basically saying, okay, this is what I want to see. I've identified it from the previous day. I'm going to rewatch it again right here before the day starts. And now I know exactly what I'm looking for.
Right. It's really, really wonderful to start to get to a point where like we can be sitting there trading and watching a level and be like, oh, it's about to break. And then watch it break together.
Yeah.
Like that's not where we were when we started. You know what I mean? Like this is a big deal. Like
if we keep doing that, I'm just going to start marketing in on those two.
Yeah. You know, those tend to be good breakout areas or definitely pullback areas. Amazing pullback areas. Especially on a trend day. Like trend days, the more longer we do this, the more knowing how to handle that trend day. You get
fighting the trend.
So many opportunities.
Yeah. All right. Do you have an ugly?
No, because I was camping. Probably wanting to trade options on Monday while I was up on the mountain in a little town for some snacks and a deck of cards.
Just want to get your beak wet.
You know, it's like, oh, I really, really want to lean on these Rocket Lab options.
Right.
But I chose not to. And probably, my ugly is how much I beat myself up for doing the right thing.
Right.
I did the right thing. I was like, I'm not going to do, all I'm looking at is the phone. I don't have all my charts.
Right.
But these calls are cheap right now, and I want to sweep them up, and it was totally the right move.
It was.
and I beat myself up.
You can't judge on hindsight, man.
Right? I've been beating myself up with hindsight because I'm like, now Rocket Labs, they were $6 calls, and they're sitting at 6 end of Friday. Fuck.
Yeah, definitely the right choice, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shit. Should we do a bet then?
Oh, is that a thing we do here in the China shop? Are we gamblers?
I don't know. Maybe we should just quit.
Okay. All right. That sounds reasonable.
All right. Right after we get random a promotion. We're gonna wipe that segment.
I need it, wanna beat it, gonna win it if I take it from you. I'm filling my positions, quit your bitching, random's gonna lose. Got a chart full of levels and a stop that's not too tight. It's bet picking time in the shop, so pick 'em right.
Can we just concede? Okay, Dan. I am not touching this one after costing us last month. This one's all you.
Okay. Well, I think I've been looking at a stock called DLY. Thinking about just going long.
A closed-end fund? The double-line yield opportunities?
Shit! I was trying to do a random.
Oh. Actually, you sure you don't want to do this one?
I don't know. Let me pull it up. I haven't even looked at it. Hey! All right!
This looks a lot like a random stock.
The tables have turned.
Interesting. All right.
It does look like it's about to break out.
Right. Nice little bear crawl going on.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Was that really what your plan was? Just throw out a random 3-digit?
Oh, I loaded up rayburger.org random stock picker.
No. Oh, competing. You're going to
made by Ray BB, it says at the bottom. Yeah, it's a different random stock picker site. Yeah, I you got to go to your own ringer. I went to mine.
Okay, all right. So Rando's playing for his job then.
Yeah. Kyle, if this pick does so well, I'm gonna be so fucking ashamed. I feel so embarrassed. Like that's what it took. That's what it took.
Right.
Sinking to randoms level.
Well, speaking of random, then I guess. Well, do you want to put some conditions on that, or are you just gonna say 50% stop loss and just hope it works?
Yeah. That's the condition, Kyle. Yeah.
Okay. Enter
That's
on
right.
Monday, exit on
Enter
Friday.
on Monday, exit on Friday. I know how it's done.
Weekend uncertainty.
I you know what? I'm only going to do this so long before I learn.
Right. All right. I'm trying to get a. Oh, interesting.
DLY, you son of a bitch.
No, not quite. PAAS, Pan American Silver Corporation.
Pause, like the Easter eggs?
Are they? Not familiar with those.
Pause Easter eggs. PAZ. Anyway.
Yeah.
Ah!
Huh.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Fuck you, random.
Yeah. Look at that.
Of course.
Banging on that low like you're ready to just fall out.
Of course, maybe ours will reverse and this one will both reverse. And
Well,
it's just at the bottom of distribution. Hasn't fallen through. Shit.
I don't know, but if we're gonna beat Random, we're gonna have to take a page from his book.
Okay.
That's how you get better, right? We have to learn the lessons. Well, guess what? Flipping a coin works. Okay, then. It's good enough for Bostic. It's good enough for me.
I'm hoping maybe I should make one. Maybe I should get like a really cheap suit from a Goodwill and be like, "Hi, everybody. I'm Bostic's financial advisor. Sign up for my newsletter.
Flip a coin. Buy a stock.
I flip coin. I blind enter on Monday, always out on Friday."
No worries over weekend.
No worries over weekend.
I love it. All right. Okay.
Oh.
That was the quickest bet pick I think we've ever had.
Yeah, right. Piece of cake. We're going GLY. Random is PAAS.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for sticking around to the end of the show with us, folks. We always have a great time, and we're so glad you join us. It's just so amazing.
Yeah.
Kyle, what any parting advice for the listeners today?
I just ask that on your way out, hit that 5-star rating like it's the plunger for the grand finale of your 4th of July display. Take care.
Ooh,
Topical.
Yeah, happy trades.
Two Bulls in a China Shop is an entertainment program, and all thoughts and opinions expressed in the show belong to the hosts and not of any company. They are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or on any specific security or investment product. It is only intended to provide entertainment about stocks in the financial industry of trading. If you make trades based on what you hear in this show, you assume all risks for those trades.
Oh, I thought you were going to do the whole thing.
The land of the free and the home of the brave. Play ball!
Goodbye, everybody.